The State of the Region report helps to inform the discussions about Central Ohio's future, and since MORPC is the host of that conversation, having that data, knowing those trends, that helps us make sure that we're planning on the future that Central Ohio is depending on.
Every year MORPC puts together a State of the Region report. It's not a book, it's an online set of data. It's really easy to use. There's graphs, there's maps, there's charts, there's information about the economy, the transportation system, the housing situation, general demographics. There's lots of information that people can look up, especially trends of how things are changing and evolving through time in our region.
MORPC's weatherization program is an outstanding approach to helping residents get the services they need to decrease costs for really all of their utilities and help the environment at the same time.
MORPC is working on a project right now with communities throughout Central Ohio to identify the locations of compressed natural gas stations because Columbus, Coda, ODOT, a lot of communities, or Dublin, they're all looking at expanding their fleets, their public fleets, to use that fuel source.
One of the things that I would like to see more effectively communicated is that there's actually if enough people were to carpool, there's a time improvement that can be realized system-wide. There would be fewer cars on the road, which means you would be less likely to have traffic jams, and I think that would be a substantial benefit to quality of life.
In Central Ohio, we were hit hard by the housing crisis, and it impacted not just our economy, but many people's lives. The good news is things are improving. We're seeing improvement across all different trends and all different statistics, but there's still a lot of work left to do. And that's why MORPC is engaged in key housing programs, not just in Columbus, but throughout the region.
In a lot of ways, our restaurants are more diverse, our businesses more diversity there. It's also created some challenges in our social safety net services because as we become more diverse, the needs are more diverse.
The more diversity we have, the more diversity, not just ethnically, but also diversity of opinions, diversity of backgrounds, diversity of skills, the better positioned we are in Delaware as a city and in the Mid-Ohio region to be resilient, to face the next recession that we may have, with strength. I think that's one of the things that led to the recession not hitting the Mid-Ohio region so hard, and I think that I think that our diversity is a strength. I think it's an asset.
With Franklin County being the leader in growth for the state, I think what it says is that we're seeing younger people staying in our region who are attending colleges and universities. I also think it means that people are just staying and moving to this region because they see lots of opportunities here.
And the good news here is the state of the region is very good. We're growing, we're healthy. One of the things that from our perspective we'd like to do is look forward to see where it's going to go, because we have to plan our parks well in advance. We have to look 30 or more years out to figure out where the parks will need to be there, because we can't wait till after development most of the time.
When there's more prosperity in a region, it is a more vibrant region in the long term, and I think we've seen that in Columbus. It's not been something that has just happened. It's been decades of careful planning and hard work, and it's paying off.
First, I should say that Central Ohio is competitive. Otherwise, we wouldn't have the energy and the vitality that we have right now. There's a critical mass in Central Ohio, but we can't be satisfied, because if we rest on our laurels, we won't be ready for where we need to be 20 or 30 years from now. So now's the time that we have to have the discussion about how we can invest more in our community and plan for that future.